Hi everyone, this is Corey, the Youper Lady with Superior Finds Adventures in Reselling. Today we are going to talk about vintage bed sheets. Since I am the linen lady, I do ship all kinds of household textiles, bed sheets being one of them. I really like vintage bed sheets. I'll pick up modern or contemporary bed sheets too if they're worth it. Vintage bed sheets just have a charm all their own. And I will also say that if you find anything Ralph Lauren in the bedding department, just grab it. At least have it in your cart because they almost always go for a really, really high asking price. The vintage ones especially, and I'm going to show you that today. So vintage bedding, I think it's the patterns. They're very, very distinct. So in the 60s, you have the big flowers, and they're the big bright colors, the psychedelic. And so then in the 70s, you had a little bit darker, a little bit more of a natural flower. The 80s, lots of blue and white. Early 80s, more of those earthy flowers. However, you get into the late 80s and they are more like garden flowers, where all the flowers are together. The coloring is different. You'll see the blues, like I said before, but you'll also see pinks with those, and you'll also start to see abstract designs with the sheets from the 80s. 90s, early 90s had the abstract as well. Very, very abstract, bright colors. And then it went into the pastel, flowers, floral bouquets, just really pretty garden designs and patterns. And Southwest was also popular in the 90s as well. So you'll see a lot of Southwestern patterns. Martex Atelier, if I'm saying that correctly, they were very popular in the 90s. They have some great patterns and they do sell for a really good price. I believe I have one of those here. Now the ones I'm going to show you today are $100 and up. So, I'll just tell you, $100 to $1,000. Yes, there are $1,000 sheets here. They are new vintage. So yeah, let me just dive into this right now and show you what you can find. The first set I want to show you all today is this vintage JCPenney full-size sheet set. This was flannel. And either the seller knew it was vintage from the packaging, or they had the date on there somewhere. These are a nice set, and this is a very popular pattern. A lot of people like the lodge or cabin look. And then we have this cute Dr. Seuss set. Now this is just a 3-piece twin sheet. It is used. This sold for $109.99. So look at the kids' sheets and you may be surprised at what you find in there. And here is a set. Oops, let me go down a little bit, of John Deere tractor, Nothing Runs Like a Deer. Full-size bedding set. This is a 90s bedding set. Now this also came with a comforter, so that's why this was a little bit more expensive, and I don't believe I have any other listings with comforters. I tried to leave those out, but I missed it here. This is Peter Reed flat sheet. It's a queen, so this is just a flat sheet, everyone. Egyptian cotton. It has that nice embroidered Greek key pattern. This sold for $125. Egyptian cotton will sell for a higher price. And then we have these Martex. Now this is the one I was telling you about, the Martex Atelier. They had some great patterns, and this one is a great example. So we have a king fitted sheet. So look right here, king fitted sheet. I'm just noticing this, everybody. this says set of standard pillowcases. So I wonder if the person just maybe had a king sheet and a pillowcase, and I'm not sure what happened here. But this is the pattern, and anything Martex does sell for a very good price. So we have this Wamsutta King Flat Sheet Vintage. It's a collaboration with Christian Dior and their Yellow Rose pattern. So Christian Dior did collaborate with Wamsutta, and I think I have another one to show you all too. So anytime you see these, the flowers like this, the Dior Rose, and especially if it's new, pick it up. Now, I have found this in the wild once, but not new, and they were the pink roses. I believe they sold for about $30, and I might have been able to get more for them. And here is another vintage sheet with flowers. This is Dormoset, and these are flannel queen sheets. So we have a nice poppy pattern there. And yeah, this is just a cotton luxury flannel. Very nice, $150. This is the other Wamsutta Christian Dior collaboration I wanted to show you. They sold for our best offer of $149.99. And this is definitely an 80s design. You can tell that just by the stripes and just by how the pattern art is with the flowers. You can see that there. And we have this vintage Elizabeth Gray Victoria Queen flat and fitted sheet set. This is new in the packaging. It's sold for $155. This is straight from the 90s. So the seller didn't even put JC Home Collection in this, and I believe it was not necessary to put that in there. JC Penney's is a common brand name, and not everyone will look for a JC Penney brand name though, because it's not exactly a luxurious brand name, if you guys can understand that. But this has definitely a cottagecore vibe with the lace and the type of floral pattern. This is Sanderson Ville de Leon. This is from Utica. It's a full sheet set, and you can see this is definitely a 90s sheet set as well. Nice texturing on the patterns. You got the stripes, you have the pink flowers, very pastel. Look at that, definitely 90s, and that is a 90s bedroom right there. $169 these sold for. So here is, let me scroll down here, a 1990 Sheridan Australia Botticelli floral flat sheet. So this is just a flat sheet. That's all this is for $189.99. It's a queen sheet. Very neat pattern though. It has like a dark cottagecore vibe. Look at that. I think I would love that bedroom even now. I think that's really pretty. Okay, so now we have this vintage Noble Excellent white 600 thread count, 100% cotton sateen king sheet. The sateen is a very sought after fabric when it does come to bedding. This sold for $189.95, and this is an entire sheet set. So having a 600 thread count and being sateen did help this sale a lot. So the sale probably isn't because it was vintage. Now this is such a perfect example of late 80s, early 90s. So this is a vintage Wamsutta Super Kale Plus 200 thread count California King sheet set. I guess the Pasha Copen was the pattern name. This sold for $199.99, and these bright patterns are great, and they're very nostalgic. And there you have the made in the USA. So anytime you see that, you know it's usually vintage. And there's the full picture of what a bed would look like with the pattern on it. This is fun. This is a fun sale. 1982 sealed new Dukes of Hazzard 3-piece twin bed set. So this is just a twin bed set. $249.95 it's sold for. And you know, these bed sets were so cool back in the day. Just had the General Lee car on it, and there's a picture of the full set and what it looked like. So really cool. Okay, this is a Pottery Barn Woody Wagon King sheet set. This is vintage. It has the, the iconic Woody car with the Christmas tree. What is this? Family Christian Vacation with Chevy Chase. This sold for $237.57. Now, I did see some more of these, and I believe they were twins, so they didn't sell for as much. And this one may surprise you. This is a vintage pink Victoria's Secret twin sheet set. It's a Y2K, and you have just, you know, it's just the dog, Love Pink logo. $250. So if you do see anything pink Victoria's Secret embedding, I would definitely pick it up. Definitely pick it up, run a comp. And here is a Charisma by Fieldcrest Supima Cotton Vintage Bed Queen. Bed queen size flat sheet. So Fieldcrest is a popular brand, and they do have some more luxurious bedding. Now this one is vintage, and do you see how it's just white? It has little squares, right? You see the little white on white pattern there. And it is a Supima cotton, so of course these are really nice and soft. This sold for $250. So this is my first Ralph Lauren that I'm showing you, and I wanted to open this up where it depends on the pattern of the Ralph Lauren. And you'll also see Ralph Lauren chaps, which of course the chaps brand name is going to sell for cheaper than regular Ralph Lauren or Ralph Lauren. So this one sold for $299.99. It's a flat sheet, just a queen flat sheet, Mariner pattern, and it's new. And I will tell you all, I have found brand new vintage Ralph Lauren sheets in the wild. I have found them at my thrift store. I forget the pattern. It was more of a floral pattern, like a 90s floral, and I sold it for $350. I love that sale, and it was so easy to ship, and it sold right away. Right away. People look for Ralph Lauren. They really, really do. So yes, if you see it in the wild, I cannot stress enough to just throw it in your cart and look at comps later. And here we have some LL Bean 2007. Now, 2007 is not technically vintage, everybody. Vintage is 20 years or older. So it's not quite at the 20-year mark for these 2007. But they did sell for $299. This is a 4-piece sheet set. It's a king size. They also put NOS, which means new old stock, which, okay, I can see the new old stock. I just don't like the vintage. I think that's misleading. These are flannel, Portugal sheets, and this is what they look like. And then we have these Mateo Los Angeles vintage sheets. These are 100% linen. They're full size. Oh no, I'm sorry. They are a full sheet set, king size. And so the MSRP was $950. That's what the seller put on there. They sold for $299.99. And they're gray, just gray sheets, but it is linen. So there's that. And here's another Victoria's Secret, everyone. Now, this is a queen size sheet set. and it sold for $350. So very nice. I don't even see the dog on this one. It's just where it says pink, Victoria's Secret. So yeah, definitely a good seller. And I also wanted to show you these. This is another Ralph Lauren. Now this is a Ralph Lauren. Brand new sheets. They're vintage. Let me put this down. There you go. Do you guys see that now? So yeah, this is a full sheet set, and has a very pretty pattern, very cottagey look to it. I like that a lot. It's very pretty. Ralph Lauren definitely had some great designers for the bedding, or they still do. Just beautiful, beautiful patterns. Yeah, and this sold for $593.99, and the original selling price was $659.99. So that is definitely something. Now I have one more to show you all. One more, and yes, it is a Ralph Lauren, but I have to show you this. Here it is. Ralph Lauren Galahad Multi-Queen Deep Fitted Sheet, 100% cotton, vintage and flat. So this means, okay, so this is a deep fitted sheet with a flat sheet, brand new, 100% cotton, Galahad pattern, and it's sold for $999, you all. This sold for $1,000. And look at these pictures. This picture is upside down. There's another upside down picture. Sideways picture, and another sideways picture. So how about that? Pretty crazy, huh? So yeah, this is another reason why I love selling linens. I love selling vintage linens. It's fun to find them. Not a lot of people look in the linen section of the store, so definitely go in there. You are going to find some treasure. So if you do like this video, please give me a like. Please subscribe. I have all kinds of content. I also have videos where I show how I package breakables too. So, and I'm going to actually have a breakables video of what I sell with dishes that are very expensive. So a video like this, but on dishware. So stay tuned, everybody. And thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you on the next video.